on the mic at Ophelia's Woodbine Farm. Rather cool day in the 80s. I'm going to pick some grapes here real quick. Let's take you along for the journey. Of course, plan B, get people to experience. Pick the grapes. Right off the side. That's one on. So I'm going to go ahead and sample these for you guys. One. Very good. See the grape here. You can hear it crunch. Very small seed right there. Grape seed actually health benefit for you. But you can plant it out and get your very own grapevine plant just like this. It'll take you about 5 years. Yeah. Or, usually in the spring, you can get a 2-year-old grapevine plant that's been dug up once it goes dormant in the winter, and they put it in the refrigerator. So it doesn't leaf out. Keep it in the refrigerator until the beginning of the summer. Yeah, I'm grateful for it. And then they ship it out or sell those, and you can buy those and plant those, and you'll get free typically within a year, the next year after that. So if you plant it from seed, you have more diversity. You get one that's totally unique, as opposed to buying one that's a clone from another plant. So Concord, I don't think it's from Concord. Can't remember, but let's just say drop on Concord, maybe Venus, the typical, a lot of the typical grapes that you would find in the supermarket all taste exactly the same because they're cloned. I see someone looks like they may be trying to get some juicy watermelons today. But I'm a hide because I'm back here eating these grapes. Ophelia's Woodbine Farm. Ophelia's Woodbine Farm. Very tasty. Now some of these grapes did not mature, but that's okay. See the green ones? That's okay. Ripening done evenly there. Okay. Very good. Very tasty. Hope you're having yourself a great week. There's another vine over here that I tasted just a few days ago. Oh, there it is. Oh, man. I'm loving this one right here. Got to get some of these. Of course. Got to get some of these. Let's see. Let me find a good cluster. Good cluster. That's not bad. Oh, I know. Something's been helping themselves. Could eat right here. I can see why. Maybe a bird. Oh my God. Sugar sweet. And these are seedless. Here, there's no crunch. No crunch. These are seedless right here. Look at. Very good. Right there. Seedless variety. Great. Wow, that is amazing. Can't quite remember what this plant is called. I'll have to look in my master book. But it's been a good year for grapes. This is outside, so I'm going to show you kind of what we got going on here. We've got some problems right here with mildew, right there. And really, what you want to do on these berries, we want to take these off. Of course, we wouldn't eat those. They look like little raisins. So we wouldn't eat those, but we would eat these berries. And we would burn these, actually. We wouldn't really want to put these in our compost pile because we don't want to spread this. This can be treated with a chemical, organic or not organic. I haven't, very good. I haven't sprayed anything on these. And, but you could put organic and non-organic chemicals to prevent that. We got a lot of rain, high humidity outside, and that's what causes this to spread. Inside, when we grow them inside, we don't have that problem. But the ones that are grown inside have been bred for organic purposes, specifically for high humidity and whatnot. Let me come over here. I got some more, and I love these right here. These are so beautiful. Nice clusters. Nice clusters. Let's try this one here. You can see that. Let's look at the foliage. Look at the leaf right there. Very healthy. Very healthy. Very healthy. Look at the cluster. Healthy cluster. This is hey, stick this. Oh, very good. That's the cedar. Healthier plant. See right there. Loving that one. Let me come over here and show you another great vine plant. Don't forget to go to our YouTube channel, Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm on YouTube. Over 300 videos, all dedicated to urban farming. Now this grapevine right here, not as healthy. Let me show you. Okay. And look at these galls right here on the underside, right here. Now, this particular grapevine has superior genetics, okay? Superior genetics than this one right here. But this cultivar is one that is bred, and this one right here is a wild grapevine. Wild grapevine, that's what that is. And so you can keep wild grapevines in your landscape. They're super producive as far as being able to vine out very long and provide shelter for like in outdoor arbors, give you some shade and things like that to cover an unsightly area. Also, this particular vine goes to the back of the property. It's probably been here maybe close to 100 years. And so we didn't develop this back area specifically because we wanted to keep the vine. We are on Vine Street in Kansas City, where it has historical significance, and also significant is in agriculture, because it's been around so long, and it's so productive. And actually, this would be good to use as root stock. We'll do that in a later video. We will graft one of these onto one of those, and it will pass on a lot of its resiliency and pass on some traits through that graft. But that is another video, my friends. You know here, very good. Friday night on the vine in the Jazz District where it lives. It poured out a bit. So really haven't. We planted this out, but I know there is so much food over here in that particular area. And looking at the vine as well, they look so healthy. They look so healthy. Let's go over and look at another grapevine over here. Well, this vine hasn't, it's late in the season. So we have grapevines that produce early in the season. We have grapevines that produce in the middle of the season, and grapevines that produce closer toward the end of the season. So you can spread out your harvest, and that's what you want. You don't want them all coming on at the same time. This particular vine right here, look at it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Not ready yet. Not ready, but it'll change to like a purplish pink. Look at the vine. Healthy. Healthy in every imaginable way possible. I got a chance to email the breeder many years ago, American grapevine breeders from one of the universities, and he developed that particular vine right there and told me Farmer Mike, it'd be perfect for this spot. And he even went so far as to break down my soil test. And that was almost 10 years ago. And he was absolutely right. Dang. Loving that spot. Got another one here. This one will trellis up the building right here. This cordon got cut a couple of years ago. And as you can see, this grapevine right here, gonna let it run, okay? Gonna let it run. Gonna let it run and do its thing. So, once I get the cordon, the vine to run as long as I want, then we come back and we could start cutting it down a little bit, spacing out the grape. It'll be a little bit less, it'll produce less fruit, but it'll increase the fruit side. But right now, we found out a couple of years ago that we can't cut it, because if we cut it, it could freak out, and it could actually, there's a situation where if I cut that vine right now, it could stop producing, and it could actually kill a part of the cordon. We did that once, and we lost a year, maybe two. I think really you lost 2 years. That is a very helpful tip. I bet you didn't know that. I don't think that, I think you would have to dig really hard to find that information. Hey! If he stops, that's my poke. If he stops, I'm going to give him a watermelon. I told him, I said, last year you didn't stop. I wanted to give you a free watermelon. Hopefully he'll come back. But I don't think a lot of this stuff is by experimentation. It's by failing, learning. Failure is a process. Don't embrace failure. Come down to the other greenhouse. I have a vine down here. And so this vine was planted, when did we plant this? 2-3 years ago. Hasn't produced fruit yet. This is another vine. Fruit vine right here, okay? And then there's some inside too. So I'm already visualizing the landscape and how I want to trellis those and how those will look in a couple of years. And that's how we have to do. And down here we have vines on this storage container behind me. We're gonna do a 3-dimensional piece of art back there with the grapevine being the emphasis. And so we are training the vines. So let's come over here, and I really love this crop right here. This comes to us all the way from the Caribbean. This is Jamaican callaloo. This is an amaranth, super productive. This particular plant, as you can see, and you know what's healthy in nature because the insects rather love it, okay? And this is Jamaican callaloo. I'm told it's in almost every Jamaican dish. If you go to Jamaica, you'll find this. Right now it's going to seed. I'm gonna let it go to seed. And this right here is the point to where you would save it for next year. You would plant this. At this stage, you'd plant these tiny little seeds, tiny, thin little grain-like seeds, and you would never have to buy Jamaican callaloo again. So that's what this is right here. I would say this would be super green. So this would be something that you would put into your collard mix, It's almost like a spinach. You could do this, mustard, turnip, collards. You could put some turkey in, smoke ham hot. You would set it off with this green right here. If you're from Jamaica, or if you know about Jamaican callaloo, leave a message in the comments section below. But again, you see how the bugs outside love it? And they're shredding it. And because they're so nutritious, they know better than we know. They know what real food tastes like. So you know the leap. Look at this. Look at this. So we're feeding nature right here. Yum, 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 yum. They love it. They love it. Love it. In contrast, I'm going to take you down to where we have some arugula just feet away from the Jamaican callaloo. Okay? This is arugula. Okay? There's one bug bite there. Very little blood pressure, Farmer Mike. This one right here. Me and the boys last year made an arugula salad that was out of this world. Check out that video on our YouTube channel, Ophelia's Wuhan Farm on YouTube. We make an arugula salad, and it was just amazing. Whole greenhouse, 120 feet filled with arugula. But again, look at that. Very little bug pressure. And of course, the grass, nothing's eating the grass. Nothing's eating the grass. Okay, so I'm just showing you here how nature knows, okay? Nature knows where the nutrients is, you know? So again, if you're feeling tired, you're feeling like you don't have energy, your eyesight's poor, you're having problems with indigestion, you're having problems with your blood pressure, all this stuff, the best way you can solve a lot of those problems is by eating healthy. And you don't have to have a lot of money to do it either. You can grow your own food. The gangster gardener, Ron Finley, out of Los Angeles, California. Love him and what he's done for the culture. He has a great quote. Growing your own food, he said, is like printing your own money. And let's take our health back. This is how you do it. So if you're ever in any doubt what's good for you or not, all you have to do, come outside and look at nature, okay? And nature knows right there. Again, leave a message in the comment section, Jamaican callaloo. I want to show you this installation right here. We're collecting rainwater up here using gravity. It goes inside there, and inside there we've got some very big tanks, over 1,000 gallons, harvesting rainwater, supercharged, no ammonia, no chlorine, no chloramine, no chemical, pure rainwater going into the soil, feeding the soil, feeding the microbiology, feeding the life in the soil. So we brought dirt to, we transformed dirt to soil, and very important, keeping the microbiology in the soil, rainwater. So it goes in there, it goes in those tanks, and that is a great system that we have right there. Let me show you. These sunflowers are ready to be harvested. As you can see, the berry have already started to get in here and poke out some of these seeds. At this point, I would cut this off and store this for next year. At this point, I would cut this off and store this for next year. I would cut this off and store this for next year. And if you look close right here, each one, that right there is a sunflower seed. Farmer Mike, what can we do with this? We can do a couple different things with this sunflower seed. We can take this and we can press it, and we can have oil. Yes, sunflower oil. you can take this, what I like to do is soak it in some salt and then bake it. For kids like playing baseball and sitting on the bench, whatnot, while they're at the game, do that. Eating some sunflower seeds. This right here, another plant called fennel. Oh. It is in seed mode right here. So if I pull off right here, that's it. Fennel seed. An incredible spice. Ask any French chef how they use fennel seed, fennel leaf, and fennel bulb. This is the spice. I love it. Again, just one of these seeds. One of these seeds will make a plant. Just thousands of plants. Millions of plants out here. Free money. Just everywhere. And this seed right here, deal looks the same way. So I hope you enjoyed this master class. Let me show you something else. Right here. Lemon balm. Lemon balm. Makes great tea right there. Look how beautiful and healthy it is. Lemon balm. Right there. That's a type of lemon balm. Right here. A little bit more fragrant. A little bit more lemony than the one we have in the main greenhouse. But a lot of great properties in your herbs. A lot of antimicrobial, antifungal, anti-inflammatory properties. And, well, that card's a little bad, but a lot of great uses. You can use them fresh, you can use them dry, you can do oil infusions, vinegar infusions. So with us and the herbs, a lot of thought went into it. A lot of thoughtful reflection. Many a night, I sat right here at this very spot and pondered, what should we grow and why should we grow it? And so, it's no mistaking we grow what we grow. And I'm gonna come here. Oh, how about some mushrooms, ladies and gentlemen? How about some mushrooms? Got some mushrooms, which also double. Got some mushrooms, which also double as a soil builder. And Emily's got some tomatoes over here. Bam! That one right there. So this one I would still say, if I would cut this off. The thing about these heirlooms is they crack and they look unsightly, but a lot of times the crack doesn't go all the way through. But the flavor in these is just amazing. The flavor in these was just amazing here. But you could take your tomatoes, you can can them. You could take your tomatoes, you could pickle them. You take your tomatoes and you can freeze them. But just make sure you take your tomatoes. Okay. You can also take your tomatoes and save the seeds. So this particular type of tomato has hundreds of seeds. And if you save the seeds, you wouldn't have to buy them next year. If you save them every year, you wouldn't have to buy them ever again. Cold juicy, get rid of it. Cold juicy, so beautiful. Want to show you? This is a black diamond right here. Talk about saving the seeds. It's a black diamond right here. This is underripe, but the seeds are ready. So we will save the seeds from that one too. Okay? What we want to do is we want to build a superior genetic plant, genetic variety, and that's what we want to do. Every year, we want to save the best. And let me come over here, show you some okra. This some okra right here I just picked. A lot of people love okra, and we do sell pickled okra at Ophelia's. Pickled okra for just $10, fresh okra. No one wants to pick it. A lot of labor involved in the okra. This particular type of okra comes from Africa. Very rare, extremely rare. I got it from Bob. It's been passed down. And again, we will let these okra pods get really long, and they don't have to be green in fact for us to save the pods. We can also cut them and dry those, or we can just let it get long and let it dry on the plant. So that's the thing about okra. You don't have to let it dry fully on the plant. And so this is about the size that you want it. And you can always tell, because, well, you can go that crunch. And it's not stringy, that's what you want. Man, that's what you want. Okay. One of my other favorite varieties for an urban environment, okra, that I like to grow, is called cowworm. And that's recommended for the Midwest in this particular area. Cowworm. I really like that type of okra. There's a Caribbean okra, there's a red okra that I like as well. But I really like this particular variety. And we did a lot of pickled okra last year, sold out. The people loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. I did too. I'm just coming in here. I know we have the watermelon in there. Have some cantaloupe in there. Frankly, I don't want to change shoes. Or I would go back in there and pull some more stuff to show you. But we can do that in another video. Let's come down here. Oh yeah, look at those babies right there. Boop. Booyah. Right there. So this particular plant, this bush actually, or vine, cane, I think the technical term is, so don't blow me up. This has thorns on it. Okay. And these are, that's kind of the deal with that. But the taste is amazing. Now we have thornless, and we don't want to cut these back because these will produce for next year. See how this year there's nothing on and no berries on here? But I want to save this because this will give me fruit. This will give me fruit next year. Okay? This is an example. These are some berries that were produced this year that aren't ripe yet. I'll come down here to another one. I'm going to show you some of these thorns. Okay. Here we go. So these are some of the thorns right here. Look at that. Ouch! Look at that. Ouch! And it's getting very little bug pressure. You can see a little bit. But this is an heirloom right here. Okay? And what I did was I actually cloned this plant. Made several copies and moved them around the landscape. Okay? And when you look at the size of that. Where they go? And it tastes, it's just amazing. So many people come down here and blown away. They're like, my goodness. You can check out Baby Noel and Farmer Evan 2 years ago in the same spot. It was during the epidemic. And so Evan has his mask on. It's that video on our YouTube channel, Ophelia's Bluevine Farm on YouTube, where they're tasting this plant. They're tasting the blackberries, and they're just amazing. The thing about this is now we have thornless and thornless varieties They took away the thorns, but it also took away the vigor and the flavor, okay? So that's the story behind that. That's why you have to get yourself one of these. But true story, one of the master gardeners gave me this plant, and I left it here, and it wanted to live so bad, it grew through the pot. Oh, that's a story, isn't it? It grew through the pot. Not only did it go through the pot, it was on, there were bricks back here, through a pile of bricks. So there were bricks. I put the pot on a pile of bricks, and it grew through the bricks into the soil. And I said, hey, if it wants to live that bad, I'm gonna let it. And that's what old school do. So that's why this is an heirloom. It has thorns. It's amazing flavor. It's becoming quite rare because people don't want plants with thorns, so they don't get pricked. But as I always say, easy come, easy go. So, beautiful tour. Got some blueberry bushes down here that won't produce until next year. So, in your landscape, just remember that every year you can make plans, plant something new, something different, and every year the landscape can get better and better. I really love these perennial bushes. I love the fruit perennials, the perennial trees. There are some apple trees back there in the last 50 feet back there that haven't produced for us yet, but will. But we have some asparagus. Where's the asparagus at? This is an asparagus here. Purple passion. This is purple passion asparagus. I'm also a fan of the old school asparagus like Mary Washington. I really love the purple passion though. And once you put in the work, once you plant an asparagus patch, it'll expand and you can have it 50 years or longer. Some people have had, asparagus patches on their farm and their family that they can remember for many years. They picked growing up, and they get older, have kids, and bring their kids back to the grandparents' house and enjoy out of that same asparagus patch or berry patch perennials that I'm talking about today. And it's quite enjoyable. You have to put in the work early, put in the work once, and then just wait and let Mother Nature do its thing. Looking at these beautiful sunflowers that I planted, that are, I would say that's about 13 feet. And these beautiful, really small birds that are yellow. Maybe one will fly and I can get a close-up. I don't know what those are called. If you know, leave a message in the comment section. They come down here and they pull out the seed and they chirp and they sit right up there. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, I know you can't see it. Maybe I can zoom in. Oh no, can't quite. Where are you? There he is. Anyway, they sit up there and sing to me all day long. All day long, I sit up there and sing, and they're beautiful. So they're yellow with a black tail. My little bird. Anyway, they just chirp and they just love these sunflowers. And the people love these sunflowers. And that is why I planted them. But these sunflowers, I saved the seed from last year, so they didn't cost me anything. They didn't cost me anything. I saved the seed from last year. And what it did was, it passed down the genetics, and it gave us a superior plant. It gave us a stronger plant, more diverse plant, more resilient plant, a very beautiful plant. And that's what we did. And just look at it. It hasn't been damaged by wind or anything like that. None of my
my sunflowers have this year, as you can see with anything, the only sunflowers that have been pulled down or have been damaged have been from people trying to get to the food. And I don't blame them. Your grocery store food is very expensive. It's about a third. It's actually 3 times as much as it was just a few years ago. And so it's tripled. And one way you could save on that expense is growing your own food. Let's try to flip it around. So again, one way you can save on that expense, growing your own food. I got some green tomatoes in there for people who love green tomatoes. I know we got some squash and zucchini, and I see it right here. No, we got some squash and zucchini in there, and well, look at that. What we got there? We got a cantaloupe in there. We got scallop. Oh, I just love it. I just like it. Oh. So again, on the vine, giving the people the experience to know what real food tastes like and real food comes from. I believe it was Cicero who said, knowledge is power. And some okra. Whoa. This one. Oh, look at that. This one is not on that format. Well, look at those seeds. Well, this one is actually ready. This one's actually, I could save the seeds from this. Look how beautiful that is. So usually, they're not this color. Of course, they're not this color, but this is a mature one. So again, I can save the seeds from that. So, knowing how to grow your own food, knowing how to be self-sufficient, knowing how to be sustainable, knowing how to help out your community, that's what Ophelia Vine Farm is all about. I heard our video where I went to PBS, but that can of corn I got from Walmart's up to 6 million views now. So if you haven't had a chance to see that, make sure to go down to my YouTube channel or Facebook page or search the internet, very popular on Instagram, and look for that little clip, that particular clip. And again, when I say these things, it's not faking the funk. But here I am, outside Ophelia's, okay? That's our farm truck. This is corn right here. This is corn right here, okay? That's the silk, that's the husk, that's the corn, and that's the stalk, you know? And I'm showing you that it can be done. We don't have to buy corn from Thailand. Of course, the silos are full with corn in the United States, you know? We don't have to import corn, and we definitely don't have to import corn or any other produce that is so questionable, you have to put a warning label on it. So, right now, I believe I'm the only one really saying something about that, you know? Leave a message in the comment section and share this video. We need some other people. I know they're out there. We need some other brave people to come forward and to talk about the injustice, to talk about this injustice, okay? Because the big ag is basically killing us. They're killing us, you know? And if it was anything else, the police would show up and arrest them, you know? They'll arrest you faster for having expired plates than they will for taking your life by selling you some food with some lead in it. Shameful, just wrong. Behind me, it's a school that was shut down. I always had the idea of having kids come over and teaching them, giving them education, teaching them what real food looks like, what real food tastes like. It's very important for people to speak up. It's very hard to do, but it's very important for people to speak up when they see injustice, when they hear injustice. And the thing about that is they're stealing your future. You may not see it, But when things are sprayed with these very bad chemicals that may cause you cancer, it's taking seconds from your life, and those seconds add up. What if you could have an extra day with your daughter? What if you can have an extra year with your grandmother? You know, we can always make more money, but we can never get our time back, you know? And it's unnecessary. But we have to do better. We have to do much better at the USDA and much better in regulating. We have to have more diversity on these committees. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. You know, so give me a thumbs up in the comment section if you can feel me, if you can feel the passion, if you can feel what I'm throwing down. You know, absolutely no reason to have any type of food with unnecessary chemicals in it, you know, just to make it a few dollars cheaper. Just to make it a few dollars cheaper, you know. If it was a cigarette, they would ask you for your ID. If it was a cigarette, we have to be 18. So why are we feeding our children? Great professor. Why are we feeding our children things that could kill them? And nobody's been held accountable. Nobody's going up in front of a committee. Nobody's saying anything. Everything's been scrubbed from social media. Are people that scared to speak out? Not Farmer Mike. Well, Farmer Mike. Because at the end of the day, all we have is our legacy. All we have is what we pass down. I hope this video inspired you. If it did, give me a thumbs up in the comment section. If you too would like to try some of these juicy grapes, let me know in the comment section. So many people come down and they say, I haven't had grapes with seeds in them for years. They don't even sell grapes with seeds with them. And I don't either. I say, anything in the greenhouse, any grapes inside and outside, we give away the experience. Why would you do that, Farmer Mike? Well, you'll get to a point in your life where you realize that everything was not all about money, you know? And the right thing to do will never be wrong, okay? And we know people will be so appreciative that tell all their friends they'll come back and we'll be a lifetime customer. Well, and that's what Grandma Ophelia believed in. Education. Knowledge is power. Passing it forward. We never know when will be our last day, and so we have to live each day like it's the last day, or each day like it's the rest of our lives. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of these grapes. I hope you enjoy this masterclass, this epic masterclass. And I'll see you in the next video.